Sorry if I've been whispering, by the way. Someone's in Rome. Okay. Hello? ever whispered or anything. It's just kind of just trying to get through this game with these two. Hello? Can you hear me? See if I can get someone I know into the party. Someone who I know. More likely gonna join. He's more likely gonna join. What? Just gotta go on. Just gonna invite the Emperor. Alright, so I'm just trying to sort something out, don't worry, chat.
There!
Just trying to sort stuff out. I could have invited Ember the Woman to the party, but I decided to go with the Emperor instead.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah! Hey, cover me!
Hey Lee, how does the PlayStation 5 look? It
Really
tells me
good.
you're playing on a PS5.
I am.
That's cool. Have you tried streaming on it yet?
I'm
I say it
streaming
goes up to
now.
1080. Oh, I can't even tell. I wonder. Hold on. How's it look? Does it look a lot better? Because
Yeah.
I'm waiting for it to go on sale until they get all the defects out of line. You know.
You mean defects?
A bunch of my fellow YouTubers got defective consoles.
Wait, so like, what do you mean by that?
Like, basically consoles that can't even load a game. A disk drive failure.
Disk drive failure, huh?
Yeah, and the software failure. You were lucky, apparently. You got lucky, and Yazin got lucky too. You know, my friend in Iraq.
Hmm.
That's like 18 or something. Yeah. He goes by Yazin a lot. He goes by his first name, Yazin. Me and him are good friends, remember?
Hmm.
But yeah, what does it look like?
What?
What does the interface look like? It's quite similar to the PS4.
No, the interface is way different. Way different.
Like the PS2 interface or the PS3.
It's like it's weird because it's kind of like a mixture between the PS4 and PS3 interface.
And a little bit of the PS2, right?
No, not really.
With the sound effects.
No, the sound effects are like PS4 ones, but they kind of made it different. It's hard to
Sound more
explain.
like the PS3.
Yeah, it's kind
So
of like that.
basically they went back to the XMB, is what you're saying.
Apparently, according to some people, though, apparently there's PS5s that have been exploding. I've never heard any reports of this.
Yeah, I've heard reports that the PS5s will explode if they overheat. They will literally explode just like that Xbox I had. Yes, they have exploded. It's in the United States division of Sony. They're fucking up with the production. They're producing them way too fast. They need to take their time and not have rookies assemble the damn thing. You know, they're low. They had to hire a bunch of rookies. You know, for the manufacture. They have to make those by hand, and then put them on the assembly line. It ain't automatic. No, it's handmade. All these consoles are handmade. You know, partially automatic, but automation. But if the automation machines aren't working, that could be the problem. You know.
Oh, I'm completely out of ammo.
Last time I heard, Sony had men and women in the workforce working on the PlayStations manually to make sure there's no defects after they're off their production line or even on their production line before they ship them out. But apparently they're not doing that at launch because they're too busy trying to sell them. I'm telling you, you got to check the consoles. What is the board thinking? The board of directors, like, I know Project Neon wouldn't do something stupid as that, leaving defective consoles that could cause a house fire, you know? That could make me a big lawsuit, you know? I'm telling you, Sony has been screwing up a lot. Those exploding consoles are a fact. They're rare, but they have been exploding. And they had to be fucking refunded completely, and they got a brand new unit, though. Just saying.
Mm.
That's a good thing, right? They just send it back to the factory, the fucking burnt up carcass of the burnt up case of the thing. Like, and he explained to them, yeah, the thing freaking exploded. Oh, and by the way, I actually got a World War II backpack. It was from a dead friend of mine named Bruce. He died of some kind of ailment or something up 2 to 3 years ago. He's my Mama Joyce's brother. He served in World War II, fighting them Nazis. And his backpack actually has a battle scar on it. And guess what bullets were shot at it? Car 98K rounds and an MP40 round. That backpack stopped it and saved his life. I found what's left of the things in there. Little pieces of metal. Pretty cool, right?
Wait, so that guy's granddad fought in the
Now her brother, she's very old. Her older brother, he died of like some kind of ailment, like cancer or something. You know, working in the asbestos areas and stuff.
Oh
We
yeah.
believe it was leukemia. But he told me his final wish was to give his favorite his favorite person in the whole world, me, because he was one of my biggest patrons even after he died, and he gave me all of his stuff. And I'm getting his boots next. Yes, I'm getting his World War II vintage boots he wore in World War II, and so on and so forth. I got his uniform, literally. It fits me. It's a shorter uniform, like a short sleeve. It's I believe it was tan. You know what that means? He fought in the African front with the Allies, and it was slightly army green, so he must have fought in the Eastern Front, you know, against Germans, because I could tell by the caliber, which that you know, I'm kind of like a firearms expert, you know. I know that was a Car 98K that put a slight dent in the backpack, but it did not penetrate. It slid beside, and the MP40 that was fired at it fired it once, and that guy must have been a badass, you know, like a commando or something, because it looks like he wiped out those Jerrys pretty quick, you know. Am I right? Back in the war, like damn. The backpack I'd have to show you, it's in good shape. I'm like a collector for military items. Let me go get the backpack. I've been using it to harvest herbs. My dad actually made the best sandwich in the world. He made a pickled jalapeno. I ate some pickled jalapeno peppers. They kind of taste pickles, but they were actually jalapeno peppers that were grown from my garden. Also, Coco or Lee, I call you Lee, but I got a new keyboard and mouse. That's my USB keyboard and it lights up. And I got a USB mouse, and I got two of them now. My one the Granny gave me, and the one that I won a bet against my dad on a football game. We were going an American football, not the soccer the football you watch. It's we call it rugby. I call it rugby, but yeah, it was like a rugby thing in America. Football is basically rugby, you know. In the U.S., it's so hard. It's such a dangerous sport. People have been getting injured left, right, and center. You know, it's like a fucking war over a ball. And guess what? It was Notre Dame versus Clemson, and I voted on Notre Dame. I got $25 budget to buy a keyboard and mouse, and I gave my dad the same thing on Amazon. We were gonna pick out a random item, and the next day we'd get it. So it took me I ordered, my dad found the keyboard, like, that looks fucking cool. And it came with a mouse pad, a keyboard, and a mouse for we were under budget by like $5. And I let dad just spend the rest of the $5 on himself, you know?
Mm.
Because I won a bet over football, like rugby. Is that pretty cool? We actually do that every now and then to get random stuff, and I'm the one that always wins. That's nuts, right?
Yeah. I'm wondering, do you have
Because I'm just... No, not yet. I'm playing... Should I get it for Christmas? But actually, I'm upgrading my PC's RAM for Christmas. You know that?
Yeah.
I'm going to be ordering RAM off of Amazon. Probably a whole kit for 16 gigs or 32 gig RAM or something, DDR3. That's what my computer takes. I might just replace the 4th gig and have my buddy Lance do it. The Lance is the hardware guy and he's the Justice of Peace. That's awesome, right? He has 2 jobs. It's like a guy that does civilian court stuff, you know, like for like he does basic stuff in Law and Order. He does not traffic tickets, not criminal stuff. He does civilian court stuff. You know. He does marriages and stuff. Get it?
Hmm.
Like that stuff, kind of stuff, like getting married or having someone sue you or whatever, and they mediate it.
Hmm.
Actually, we go to him for computer stuff, and that's where Erica and Dad got married, and then they're going to be divorced soon because, you know, Erica is going to lose everything she had due to the fact that Dad bought it with his money, and she was stealing from. Erica stole a lot of money from me too, and we're basically going to destroy her if she doesn't sign the divorce papers through political means. You know, revealing the truth about what she did and stuff. Her drug problem to the whole freaking world on live television. Yeah, that's how much power my family actually has. We can go live on television because we got a lot of people in my family and like up in the you know way ups of my group. I'm just a crowned blacksmith prince. I'm like a prince in my family, let's just say. My dad's I'm the vice chief. My dad's a chief. My granny's the elder, and the people above the local tribes of mine. We're not Indian. We're Vikings. Get it? You understand what a Viking tribe is, right?
Yeah.
But we're more civilized Vikings. We're like super cool and chill. We don't do things physically. We do things psychologically. We ruin someone's reputation when they mess with us. When we reveal what all they did, all the truth. Yeah, we reveal their dirty little secrets, what they did to us. And I'm literally the guy that explains everything, and they listen to me. I'm like the ambassador for the tribe, I guess. And also the engineer, the workman, everything. Like I'm like let's just say I'm gonna be lifting up my nomad because guess what? Granny sold her farm for a lot of money. But we're gonna be buying. We already got the land, a new land already basically ready to purchase. And then Granny's gonna have to move in. My Granny's gonna move in with us for a little bit because she just sold her whole land, every last bit of it.
She
And we
was a
got till
farmer.
January. Yeah, she is a farmer. I'm a farmer. Yeah, it was a farm slash ranch. We had the last animal we have on there is a turkey. We're gonna let him keep the turkey. His name's Tom. Tom the turkey.
Tom the turkey.
Yeah, we even had Mr. Peacock, which was his name was Mister, which he ran off again. He was old anyway. He was trying to find a mate again. He ended up in the zoo.
Well, it's better than him being cooked in a farm.
Actually, he had a lot of freedom in the farm. I don't know where he went. He probably ended up on another farm
Probably.
or died of old age.
Yeah, or maybe
He was like
there.
16, 17 years old.
That's actually quite. Oh. Oh crap.
Oh,
That is a brute.
that's an
Fuck. I'm dead.
Tom the turkey's super friendly, and so is the peacock. They got along together pretty well. Because I guess we domesticated them.
I don't know how I died instantly.
But yeah,
Oh.
you let me just say, have you ever played RuneScape?
Oh, I've got a RuneScape account.
What, the old RuneScape or the new one?
The old one.
You gotta try the new one, it's got better graphics.
I can't run the new one on my PC.
How much RAM the new one you can just go into potato mode and make it look like the old one.
Yeah, I tried to do that. It still requires pretty high specs. My
Well, it's called the game's just called RuneScape.
I know. I'm using the old school RuneScape though.
Does it play with the newer ones?
I believe so. I'm not sure if it does
So
or
we
not.
could meet up in the game. I'm in this near the starter town.
I don't know if we can.
Oh yeah.
So I might have to set up an old RuneScape account. That might actually be fun. What do you think?
Oh yeah.
Getting back into the PC business, right?
Mm,
Computers. Personal computer. Mine is a portable computer.
Check that out.
Alright, let me log into my computer and put in my 4-digit password, my first 4-digit password, or it locks me out.
oh my.
Yeah, Project Neon's got top security on our shit.
Mm,
First, we gotta press the boot button, and then we got two keyboards. You know, the built-in integrated keyboard. Watch this. The four. Yeah, and then I gotta put in my PIN code. I got an administrative password, which is pretty easy to guess, and you got a PIN code you never guess. Or you probably wouldn't guess it at all. It's too simple. People would be going for complex stuff, you know? It's a 4-digit codes are hard to crack, right?
yeah.
8 digits is easy to crack because it's larger numbers. You put in a 4 or 3-digit, and then my second 3-digit. And here we go. I just gotta plug in my mice. My mice? My mouse. My mouse. My nice little mouse. And it glows rainbow.
Glows rainbow, does it?
Yeah, so does my other thing. Whew. This is a mechanical keyboard and optical mechanical mouse.
Hmm.
It's got a digital mouse. It's got the laser on the bottom where it moves around, but the buttons are mechanical. That's cool, right?
That is pretty cool.
And it's got a refresh button. It's got two other buttons on the side where you can browse the web with. Where you like the refresh button and the back button, you know? The secondary button and the third button. This is a gaming keyboard, and listen to this. It's mechanical. You can hear it
Yeah.
compared to this, which is. Can you hear that? What's the difference?
Yeah.
Soft pad versus mechanical. What do you like better? It's got to be mechanical, right?
Yeah. Mechanical.
It glows rainbow.
And they're better overall.
They're older, but not obsolete, right?
Mhm.
And then the mechanical stuff is easier to use. Anyway, you can clean them out pretty easily. You can customize them,
Yeah.
and they literally have these little buttons. Compared to these, which are like digital things connected directly to the whatever thing. I would want to just remove the entire keyboard on the bottom and just stick this on top. And actually, this keyboard connects with got a stando power. Stando power. It's got a stand called flip up, where you can just flip it up and mount it onto something. Like, you know, it's like a stand where you can just tilt it and you can use it, you know,
Mm.
one of those types.
Yeah.
The flip ups where you can hold it easier in your lap. And I usually put it on a secondary keyboard where I can just go over and hit some buttons. Where I'm like got my left hand on the keyboard and the right hand on the mouse. See, that's pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
Let's just say I'm trying to train my left hand to type and the right to click. Compared to what I was doing, which was left hand to click.
Actually, I think
Which
I
didn't work so well. My left hand is my typing hand or ability
just go
card
back to the main card.
hand.
Yeah.
So basically, RuneScape's easy, you know? You just click, move, you know?
Mm. You click somewhere on the mini map and it'll move to it.
Yeah. You can fish, you can do a lot of stuff in that game.
Yeah.
The new one, you can build houses.
You build houses in the old one as well.
Oh.
But
Yeah, and I got so many games on Steam, well, let's see, where's old RuneScape? I wonder if it is crossplay. I'd have to look it up, because it's technically the same game, just it's a remastered version.
Kind of a remake.
Because it runs on the same servers. They even made a mobile version.
I know.
It's got old RuneScape and new RuneScape. That's what our new RuneScape's got way more features, just to let you know. They did all kinds of overhauls and stuff.
Yeah.
The graphics actually look a little cartoony. They look cute.
Fucking hell, I need. Wait, so what you're telling me, game, is I need galvanized iron? Is that what you're
You know
saying
what
to
I
me,
say
game?
when we go to where's old RuneScape? I'm gonna have to find it real quick. Old. Old. Rune. Rune. How do I spell runes? Old rune. Rune.
Mm. RuneScape is one of the crazier ones.
Yeah, it's pretty hard. It's pretty confusing sometimes, you know.
Mm.
But not for me. I've played so many MMORPGs. It's easy. If you want to know that,
Yeah. Like there's another
I
one
picked it up.
there's another one I play called Mabinogi.
Navanogi.
Yeah, it's made by a Korean company.
Hmm. A Korean company.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool, right?
Yeah. It's kind of got freedom of player in it, just like RuneScape, where there's no classes.
Oh,
Well,
perfect.
there is classes, but you can basically build your character to be a warrior if you pick a mage if you wanted to.
I like building like multi-class classes,
A bit like in
like in
RuneScape.
RuneScape. Like RuneScape. Yep.
I really need to
Man,
start doing up my Mother's Blessing perk.
what's that?
Mother's Blessing basically does it so it take less range damage.
Which game? RuneScape?
No, in Remnant.
Remnant.
Yeah, Remnant. I'm
Remnant
playing.
sounds fun.
It does. You get Mother's Blessing after you help the Root Mother.
She's a friendly NPC.
Yeah, basically you have to stop these like weird tree things from killing her. And then after she breaks free of this like big bark thing she's stuck to, she then helps you. You have to talk to her. And then she gives you. Then you get the Mother's Blessing perk, which is good for the later areas. So you get a lot of enemies that like to throw their weapons at you. And does
Hmm.
it reduces the damage of that, it does.
Ooh, awesome.
Especially in the era I'm in. I need to do up
You know they're
another.
making something for what was it called? That game I was looking at. Oh yeah, that you remember that game? What's it called? Wild Terra, Terra,
Terra.
Terra. Yeah, they're making a second one, which is gonna be free to play, and it comes out in December 16th, and it's gonna called Lands. You know, the one where you can build lands and stuff, and it's more survival based. They're making a sequel to the classic one.
Hmm.
It's gonna be free to play on 16th. The people bought into the closed beta, just to let you know.
And what platform is it coming out on? PC.
PC. It doesn't require much RAM.
Oh, fuck, a brute just came out of nowhere. The range on that guy's attack, man, is ridiculous.
Wild Terra Online 2 New Lands. This game comes out on Wild Terra 2 Online. Release date. Planned release date January 28th. They actually postponed it
Yeah.
because of the Christmas holiday. It would cause too much server problems, you know. The game looks it's low end graphics. You can't really see your character. It's top down based, but you can base build and stuff. It's gonna go postpone it release, early access release on Steam. Postpone it to 28th of January 2021. That's not too far away, right? It's like a month and something, a few days away, right?
Yeah.
And it's actually and this game is nominated for this game for Steam Awards.
This this weapon reloads weird. The front part of it comes up and then it spins and then it just goes back
Oh
down.
my goodness, I'm watching some gameplay of this. I got it on mute, but this stuff is awesome. You get to hunt animals, you get to equip stuff, you get to build you can be a multi-class person. You just click to shoot, and you can have allies join you and party members. You can even ride a freaking dragon. It actually flies. You can have a pet dragon. Can you do that in RuneScape?
Probably not.
Well,
Although
Wild Terra.
in RuneScape you can get this summoner class, you can, but you have to be a premium member though.
Well, this game doesn't have no premium crap, apparently. You need 4 gigs of RAM to play it. And you need like a Pentium 4 graphics card to play it, minimum. That's fucking easy, right? 124 megabytes of video RAM. Minimum requirements to launch and play it. My freaking machine has a freaking, what would you call it, super graphics card, remember? But the RAM shit. Not the video RAM. I'm talking about the freaking the other stuff. You know, I got a Radeon R4. It's a custom built AMD Radeon. You know, if I go into the task manager, I get you the exact fucking name of the model. It was custom built by Matrix Electronics, and formerly Chances. Which the Chances no longer exist. There's some sponsorship over. You know, they got bought out.
This fusion rifle isn't as good as I thought it would be.
Well, luckily I got Lance to help me with that stuff.
fusion rifle isn't as good as I thought it would be.
GPU. It's only 40 degrees Celsius.
But yeah, it's not
But yeah,
being
it's
used to play anything.
what my GPU.
Yeah.
My CPU and GPU are overclocked, just to let you know. It's running lower gigahertz right now, but I can increase it. When it starts running really fast, it'll go up to 202.60 gigahertz at max. I took off the governor off of this thing, so if it needs to run fast, it'll run fast.
Yeah.
Currently, it's not even got a clock speed because it's just running background processes, which is only running 102, which is the Windows operating system, you know, and plus the task manager. CPU activity is only 6%. Utilization's 5%, 7%. Every time I move my mouse, it gets a little, you know. And that graphics card even got shared memory. You know what shared memory is?
What?
You know if your CPU is also a graphics card?
Well, yeah, but the graphics card is what tells the CPU what to render and all that.
Yeah, but what if they're directly connected to each other?
There are ones that do that. There are
Yeah, this
boards
one
that
is
do
custom built, so it's got 3 GPU memory, and it can even add more through the disk drive.
that.
Because the disk is an HDD, but it's
How much range
it's a
damage?
modified Toshiba SATA disk drive. The hard drive is just a regular hard drive, but it's got a disk writer and read and write mode on it. That's pretty cool. And also with my computer, if I run out of RAM, it'll start adding more RAM via the hard drive and cache the the hard disk will start acting as a partial RAM drive. Is that pretty cool?
Okay, that's pretty cool. Yeah.
That's what you can do with Windows 10. It'll automatically do that if you're above your RAM limit. And it'll start compressing some of the megabytes in it and then adding more RAM from the hard drive.
Didn't even mean to go off that character.
So yeah, my computer's running towards its limit. It's about 400 megabytes away from not being maxed out on the RAM, but then it's just the hard drive's going to add like 8 more gigs.
I haven't even got anyone watching me right now.
No one's watching.
No.
Huh.
I really need more people to play this game with.
Yeah, it's better with more people. So, yeah, I'm just looking around on the web on this beautiful PC. My PC's still good, apparently. All I need to do is upgrade the RAM because my freaking custom built graphics card is just as good as those gaming ones they have today. That's just powerful, right?
Most graphics cards though are integrated into the board now.
Mine isn't. It's just you can pop it out.
Like,
mine's an older model laptop from 2015. You know, they didn't do the integrated crap. They had what we call a module graphics card where you can pull it out right next to the RAM drive.
a modular one.
Modular, yes.
Modular.
I prefer modular ones because you can remove... Integrated crap is a waste of money. You need to build your own PC or laptop with older laptops, you know?
Yeah, the PS5's graphics card and all that is integrated into the board, but the only reason why it's that because it's a console, it's not a PC. They had to somehow find a way to fit in this box. They did. So the only way they had to do that is to make it integrated into the board.
But it's still module.
It's still modular, which is weird.
So if you bought a defective console and the software didn't work, you just pull out the hardware and attach it to your PC. Done. That's what I would do if I got a defective console I bought off someone. I would just dismantle the fucking thing and then part and take all the parts out and just add it to my laptop. Shabing da bing. You know? You get how I think sometimes? I think like super techy. Basically using the solid state drive, you know what a solid state drive does? That's what's in the PS5, a custom built AMD, a Sony, the first ever Sony based product, so they're no longer dependent on AMD and shit like that.
Like they have a custom Zen 2 GPU that they created themselves, I believe.
Yeah.
They call it Zen 2, they do.
Is that a reference to the PS2?
No, I think it's called...
I wish they need to sell those on the market, you know? If they're that popular.
It's called... They made a Zen 2, I think it was a GPU and a CPU. They called it Zen 2.
So the PS4 has Zen 1, probably.
No, I don't know how to explain they call it a Zen 2 GPU, but I don't know what...
It's probably Japanese for Sony.
I remember there used to be a chip in the old PS2 and PS3 which was called the Creation Engine. I believe it was called that, the Creation Engine. It was actually a chip that ran the games. And in the older models of the PS2, the first models that released, the Creation Engine chip kind of fried in some people's things. So the GPU
and they could easily turn them into PCs.
and the GPU, the actual GPU, not the creation chip, had to run the system instead. Because the creation engine chip was really powerful for the time. It's pretty powerful for its time.
It's technically a low-end PC chip now. That's still pretty decent. It would be... You could make a computer out of a PS2, just telling you.
I know.
Or I'm doing that with my old PS3. I'm taking it apart, wiping the hard drive, and loading it back in, putting Linux on it. While it's still externally attached to my computer.
That's the thing, though. It did actually support Linux. The PS2 did.
That's the only way you can do it now. You remove the old chip off. You have to remove the creation chip, so it doesn't override your ass. You know. Remember, it can do that.
The only reason why the creation chip was created, it was to keep everything under control. Obviously, the creation chip isn't around anymore because it was only in PS1 and PS2 games. PS1 and PlayStation 2.
I got a PlayStation 2 Slim, and I can fucking I could load up 3D Mac Boot and load Linux onto that thing. Yeah, it's a software update. Unofficial software update created by the community. To update your BIOS and stuff with Linux. You're just gonna need an external hard drive. or some kind of hard drive to just... Does the PS2 actually have a hard drive?
No. Remember
You could add one.
The PlayStation 2 had memory cards you'd plug into the front of it.
Yeah, I know that. It also is compatible with USBs.
Yeah, it's also compatible with USBs because the later generation models of them just got USB.
That they still actually make.
Also, it's kind of funny though because the original PlayStation 2s did actually have a Wi-Fi connector. They did.
Oh, you can add Wi-Fi connectors to them.
Like they had like a Wi-Fi connector, right? But the thing is, though, is that there were so many people that didn't have it that they just eventually just removed the Ethernet cable
Wi-Fi
from
chip.
it. They removed the Ethernet cable because it didn't have a Wi-Fi chip. They removed the Ethernet cable, or at least cover it with a sticker.
Actually took off the sticker. If I wanted to, I could take off the sticker and connect it to the Wi-Fi, you know? They still have those Wi-Fi chips in there, believe me. Or it could be a slot where you can put like a micro hard drive. Slide in a cylinder hard drive and just plug that thing in.
Yeah.
You just have to do a little work. And then you load up Linux. You can still play the PS2, but then you switch it to Linux mode or something. Actually, it'd wipe the hard drive. Technically, the PS2, if you install Linux, you can no longer use it as a PS2, correct?
Oh, it depends on if you're getting it depends on if it's an external source it's getting Linux from. For example, if you have like a terabyte worth of memory on a hard drive.
That's what I got right here in front of me. I don't really use it anymore since I know how to manage my system. System's got enough memory. But let's see, UFO online invasion, CSC.
I can send you a picture of what the new UI looks like on the PS5.
I've already seen it.
So cool. It's like they went back to the PS3, but they've made it so it isn't got that awkward scroll down thing.
Oh, I actually told them over the phone they need to go back to the XMB of the PS3, but improve it. They actually listened to me. I called them for feedback, give them feedback on the PS5, and they said, y'all need to do this to make sure the PS5 can run smooth. Go back to the PS3 style XMB, but make it look fancy and simple, like the PS4. And they that's exactly what we're doing. How'd you know that? like they're asking me, do you that's actually a good idea. Like the people that I was talking to, several people on the phone, back in 2019, I already knew about the PS5, so I was asking them, and they sent me some pictures of the product. They sent me it's gonna have this badass CPU, badass this super shit in it. Pretty awesome, right?
Yeah.
It's I got them on the phone and called them on their local division center in Louisiana, and I was talking to them about the PS5 and like how is it going to work and stuff, and they told me exactly what it was going to do. They were open to suggestions and stuff. And guess what I told them? Y'all need to make it have custom built software,
Some built
XMD mixed with the
SSD in it.
PS4.
It's got a
That's what I
custom.
told them to do. Use a solid state drive. I
It's,
influenced the development of the PS5, I believe.
thing is, though, it's got a
Because they
custom
must.
SSD, and it's also got a normal SSD in it. But get this right.
Yeah, it's got two
It has
SSDs.
200 and I believe 72 gigs in its memory, right? But only like 600 of that is being used to store games, though.
Because you download half of the game and then you launch it. Kind of like the Oculus Quest. Am I correct?
I never played with an Oculus Quest, but I'm
But yeah, it's kind of like that in my way. It's like I said to myself one time, gotta fly through space, you gotta fly through space. Space, space.
okay. That's a decent amount of damage. Hmm.
Hmm. You know, Crypto Space Commander is literally one of my favorite games now. I've watched the tutorials. It's pretty awesome. It's kind of like, you know, you buy a ship with, and you actually get, you can get bitcoins in the game, and you can like buy shit in real life with it. That's pretty interesting. Or I don't know, it just gives you bitcoins you can use in the game or something. It gives you Ethereum, you know, one of the best bitcoins out there, or the most popular that's talked about, Ethereum.
I never went into the Bitcoin market, so I
It's
can't.
you play a game and you basically you can do missions and earn bitcoins. It's called Crypto Space Commander, CSC. It's a combat or mining game with, well, it's not a mining software, it's a video game on Steam. Only on Steam. And you can get stuff added. I don't know if it adds stuff to your Steam wallet or not, but it is very fun. They have events like the Star Trek Discovery event where you can get a Star Trek Discovery ship. They actually got permission to do that stuff because they're a small sci-fi company, you know.
Hmm.
And this is their first game, I think. And they're blown up in popularity.
I
It's
hate
currently in
this.
beta,
I
or it's
hate.
currently actually in alpha, I believe. But it actually is pretty stable for an alpha. They've constantly they update it every week. And they must have a decent dev team to do that, right?
Yeah.
Like Rel on Planet Side, like Rel and that junior programmer can update Planet Side, both the PC and the PS4 version, so fast without mistakes. I figured out why they fired the whole half of the dev team is because of insubordination. You know, you hate when people not doing their job and fucking up,
Mm.
or basically they're quitting. Or they fired them because they were they weren't doing their jobs correctly. That's what Rail was talking about, how they got fired is because him and the junior programmer filed a complaint because the other team members were acting like dumbasses and not doing their jobs and just wasting time playing PlanetSide rather than developing the game, you know,
Mm.
or doing something else like twiddling their thumbs and just talking like, what are we gonna do next? We're just gonna leave Rail and the junior program to do everything. We used to be Sony after all, and we're just a bunch of lazy assholes. Compared to Techno, which he actually did his job. Like, that's pretty much, they were making fun of me. And they were basically saying Rel can do all the work like Techno did. Basically, you know, me. I had to do all the testing while they sit there and do absolutely nothing. You know what that is? That's the reason why SOE failed. You know?
Yeah.
Because and then Sony Computer Entertainment fucking changed their name due to the fact that they can't figure out what to change. Sony Computer Entertainment is still Sony Interactive Entertainment. You know, they still go by that same name sometimes. Just why an interactive? That sounds like a movie name. Well, basically what they did is they combined the pictures, computer, and what's left of SOE into or basically what's left of Sony, basically the whole Sony Computer Entertainment, Sony Animations Pictures, and Sony Pictures, and, you know, Entertainment, and just added them all together, you know, merged them all, instead of having separate companies because of the fact of the SOE incident.
Mm.
We called it the fall of SOE. We called it the fucking rebellion or whatever. Or the fucking corporate laziness. The only one doing his job and still continuing the objective is me. Even though the company no longer exists. You get that? That's pure dedication, right? Becoming a
Yeah.
freelancer and still going by the name Project Neon, which is what I changed the name of the version of the branch to, because we're no longer with Sony. And, you know, they sold us out, and I didn't want to join Daybreak. I formed my own independent corporation, and I'm the CEO of Project Neon. We're only a group of ragtag beta testers and developers. There's probably like, let me think, 12 of us. You get the idea around the world. Locally, there's 12, or maybe 30 or 40, but they're all doing their own jobs, you know, truck driving, stuff like that. Helping the neighborhood, fixing computers mostly. Like I recruited new members into Project Neon after the main thing was, since I was separated from all the other members, I just started creating a local branch, you know. And soon I'm gonna open my own branch office, you know. Which is a Nomad Weekender trailer. You gotta start somewhere, right?
Yeah.
That's usually... I actually like little trailers. It's not actually little, it's pretty big, but I was planning to expand it. Oh. Thanks. Let's see. Let's put in my password.
Don't say your password out loud, though.
That's not my password. Come on. Right? I forgot it. You know how fast I can type with this? I forgot password.
Reload. Reload. Oh, thank God you reloaded the gun. Reload.
Currently, my phone's dead, so yeah. I can't find the charger to my phone since my brother ditched me and left, being ass, insubordination. I told him to find my charger while I was gone at my appointment with the doctor, and well, guess what he did? He just sit there playing the video game. Yeah, must do beta testing, must do this. I gave you a direct objective from your fucking boss, and well, he's my brother, so I'll give him some slack. You know? Remember when you talked to Mark, he's the super nerd? He's like the brains of Project Neon. You know that? I'm the bronze and the... or something, I don't know. If you want anything about Project Neon, just ask. Why are all these wires all over the place? You got this, that, fuck. Basically, I formed Project Neon after the SOE fell. Just to let you know, if you remember me telling you that, as a quote unquote tribute to their loss. I was kind of like a Sony fanboy, and plus I was in training and shit like that to become a full-fledged member. I was part of a secret academy for kids, where they would train kids to be beta testers. It was actually on their old website. I was a part of that thing. I had to be trained how to play video games to test them, of course. I actually had a freaking graduation of the academy for beta testing. Yes, you have to basically go to an academy to get your beta tester credentials and shit, or back in the day at least, when it was like serious shit, getting your credentials and stuff, your beta tester's license, or whatever that was, your graduation from beta testing, basically. People like, you're the youngest beta tester in our group. You're like, what, like 8 years old? Congratulations, you've won. You've beat it. You beat every one of the tests. You scored 100%. And I was on the, and they were, and I was an online class, It was crazy. I was doing that on the PlayStation, literally. I was going through tons of betas they pre-signed me up for, and I played them, wrote down notes, recorded videos, and stuff like that, and sent it to them. And then I get all this old equipment, like my office microphone, which literally, if I talk into this mic, everyone in the freaking house will hear me. It's an intercom, our old one, and I think it works for the PS4. You know I got a bunch of new microphones, right?
Mm-hmm.
Looks like Dad's back from dropping off Mark. Took him long enough. Please don't. He's talking about Erica, and I believe the cops are here. I gotta go mediate some situations.
Time for a top off.
streaming for. I'm going to end the stream now. Sorry if I was quiet or if I was whispering or anything. It's nothing really to talk about, really. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I will. I'll see you guys tomorrow.